Boots and hats and 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 boots and hats. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back.
Hey! Party's here!
Hey, we're not just here to stay. We're here to slay.
That was our plan. Okay, we're now recording. Welcome to the podcast. It was going to be a pool party. We had like a couple guests lined up, except we can't do the pool party because I just found out that, and it's getting hot. So this is what pissed me off. I asked the leasing agent, I'm like, so when's the pool going to open? And she's like, well, our actual license expired. And technically, we're not supposed to have a pool. We might actually.
What the hell?
They're like, yeah, we might have to fill it in. And I'm like, no,
Wow.
dude. Yeah. So that was kind of a bummer. So no pool party. But
Well, I got a beautiful pool in my house, so we can do it there.
yeah, it's like, what the heck, dude? What the heck is going on? Dude, I've never seen anything like this, dude. Dude, it's really bright, man. Who are you, dude?
It's your boy, Jesus.
Oh, what's up, Jesus?
I also go by Jesus Cretone, also Jesus in the hood.
Jesus Cretone, we're having some trouble down here with the EBP. I mean, we're just trying to throw a party. I mean, what are we supposed to do?
What are you looking to do, fam?
We're trying to throw like a sick party.
How sick?
We want to go ham.
How ham?
We want to go ham.
You ain't ready to go ham, baby. What you want to do? You trying to drink the holy water?
That's it.
You trying to part bread? Trying to get that bread? Get. I was getting some bread. Getting some bread. I was getting. Listen, man, that's from the back in the day. But what's up? You got food?
I feel like the Eynon brothers have it all going on, but what I feel like is we're missing something. The Eynon brothers want to throw a party. What are we supposed to do? What should we do?
You just need Jesus. And I'm in, baby. So but you gotta let them know where you're from.
Where I'm from?
Where you from?
I'm from Straight Out of Podcast.
Straight out of podcast, motherfucker named Tommy. He's from the OC. Turn up the sound so you can hear me. Now stand up for my brother Mitch. Snitch and a bit of ditch.
Two mics dropping tricks like Houdini. Dropping cash, stepping next like bikini. Suck my crack, shotgun, heart attack. Like a vein on a Netflix Cadillac. EBP, not the BET. Spit fire till they got you on repeat. Where I see, no, I'm going ham. If you got a glass jaw, boy, I'm coming straight out of podcast.
All right, we're back. It is the block party, guys. Welcome
Here.
Yes, welcome to the block party episode. We're gonna have a lot of fun today.
We're so excited. Thanks to everybody for coming back. We are having a party today, baby. You ain't ready. You ain't ready.
Dude, so they should. It's like almost 2:00. They should be showing up any minute
Yeah,
now.
dude. It's 2:00 on my watch. So
Who did you send the invitations to?
who did I send the invitation? I told you to send the invitations to them.
No, dude, you said you were gonna send the
Are
invitation.
you kidding me?
Dude, I'm busy with editing.
Oh my
you're
God.
You're the marketing and advertising guy. You're supposed
So
dude,
nobody's
again,
coming.
You dropped the
we
ball
put
again.
all this stuff together and nobody's coming.
Dude, we have it all here, and not one other person showed up.
The moon bounce is set up. We have freaking a face painting station.
A cotton
There's
candy machine.
cotton candy machine.
Yes, and no one's gonna get to taste it because you didn't send out the invites.
Dude, you're a piece of.
Yay! What y'all arguing for?
God,
Yeah, it's your boy, Jesus.
I thought you said if we told them where we were from, that everyone was gonna show up.
Hey, that song was lit, but I thought that would pull more people.
But it didn't.
Clearly, because you all forgot to send out the invites, so ain't nobody coming to this party. This party's weak.
Well, at least it's gonna be us three. I mean, we could just hang out, play some checkers.
Well, Mitch, here's the thing. I got a bar mitzvah to get to.
So what? You're not gonna hang out with us?
No. So it's gonna be you two. So I am out.
Well, it looks like Jesus has left the building, and it is just
He's
you and I.
out. He's
Tommy.
gone.
Well, it's all right, dude, because I've actually kind of been tinkering with something out in the garage.
Really?
Yeah, it's a
I
time
saw
machine.
you out there last night. What are you doing?
I built a time machine.
What?
I built a time machine.
You built a time machine.
Yeah, it's super cool. You want to see it?
Yeah.
All right, let's go check it out.
Let's do it.
All right, so this is the time machine, dude. It actually could take us forward and backwards in time. And so therefore, no one's gonna show up at our party. So we should just go back in time and party with. We can party with people in the past or the future or now. It could take us anywhere.
This is awesome.
Dude, let's get in.
Let's go.
Dude,
Let's go.
Check it out. So this is so basically we have to pick like a time navigator. So we have like all these different people that can take us through time and kind of help guide us. I think it's right now set on Robo-Raul. Wait, hit the green button in the corner.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This is Robo-Raul.
Hey, fool! What happened?
Hey, that's Robo-Raul there.
Hey, are you looking to go back in time? Go forward, backwards? Charlie! Hey, fool! Let's go somewhere. You guys want to go? Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, who's got money for gas?
Yeah, dude. I don't know about that, guy. So what else you got?
Change it.
What other settings?
You want to change it?
Yeah, let's change it. What other settings do you have?
Let's go with Tyrone-the-Drone.
Tyrone-the-Drone?
Yeah, change it to Tyrone. Twist it right.
Hold on. Here it is.
Tyrone.
Hey, what's up? It's Tyrone-the-Drone, baby.
Hey,
y'all ready to party? Where y'all want to go?
Yeah, well, we're trying to go back in time and forward in time. Is that something you could do?
Backwards, forwards, sideways. I'll take y'all anywhere.
Okay, let's change it. Let's just put it on. I got one more setting on here. It's let's see. We have Joe-Bot.
Joe-Bot? All right, let's switch it over.
Joe-Bot, are you there?
Yes, this is me, Joe-Bot. How are you guys today?
I kind of trust this guy. What do you think?
Yeah, I like him.
Joe-Bot, we want to travel through time to meet different people for our block party.
Traveling through time is my specialty. Where would you like to go, Mitchell?
Tommy, do you think we should go back in time or forward first?
What do you think? Dude, I'm down for the get down.
Joe-Bot, how far back in time can you go?
I can go as far as you would like, Mitchell. What are you thinking? Are you thinking going way back? Or are you thinking maybe just a little bit back?
I don't know, dude. Like, who do you want to meet right now? I always wanted to meet. Let's go meet Michael Jackson.
I'm down for whatever.
You want to go meet Michael Jackson?
Which Michael Jackson? White Michael Jackson? Black Michael Jackson? Or are you thinking like what Michael Jackson?
Pre-93 allegation. Let's do 82 like Thriller Michael Jackson.
Dude, let's go meet him. He's awesome.
Okay, Joe-Bot, take us to 1982, right after Thriller came out.
Okay, programming L.
Oh, it's kind of shaky, man. Like, are we gonna be safe in here? Joe-Bot, are we gonna be safe in this vessel?
Yes, you are completely, almost, well, kind of safe. Yes.
Is there anything that we should be aware of? I mean, how? I've never traveled in time through this. I just built it like 3 days ago.
Yes. Well, there are some pre-qualifications. Hold on, let me look into this. Let me just have the mainframe. Now we're gonna go back to November 30th, 1982, and here we go.
We're here. Dude, feels 80s.
It is so 80s out here. Wait a minute. Right there. Over by the pillar. Dude, that's Michael Jackson.
No, dude, are we at the Neverland Ranch?
I think we're at the Neverland Ranch.
Dude, is that Michael right there? He's coming out of the house.
Hey, Michael.
Mike.
Hey, what's up? We're the Eynon Brothers podcast.
We are so stoked to be here, and we traveled a long way, like a really long way to see you, Mike. Dude, how are you?
Very good.
We were supposed to have a block party today, but dude, we'd rather party with you.
Who are you?
Mike.
What is your name?
My name is Tommy. This is my brother Mitch.
Mitchell.
Yeah.
It's very nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm Michael.
Yeah, we know. We traveled a long way to be here, and
I'm very impressed. Is this your machine?
Yeah, do you like it?
Where'd you get this?
My brother made it in his garage.
That's very cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, you like that?
You want to see my pet llama?
Yeah, you have a pet llama. What's his name?
Yeah, I have a llama and I have a monkey. His name is Bubbles.
Wow.
Yeah. And Macaulay Culkin's coming later.
Macaulay's gonna be here?
Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone.
Oh my god, that's one of my favorite movies.
He's my favorite actor. He will be here. We're gonna have a very big carnival. And we have the hot dogs. I love hot dog.
What do you like about hot dogs?
I just like a big steamy dog.
Okay.
And I also like buns.
Hamburger?
Yeah, the hamburger buns.
Yeah.
Yes, very good.
Yeah, well, we have a you have a jumper over there too.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's very fun. You know, all the children come. They're very charming. You know, very innocent.
And they're able to just like jump around in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like to be a child.
it looks like all boys in there, but you can find any little girls or.
No, no girls allowed. I always say no girls allowed.
They're drama.
They
I get
ruin
it.
the party. They
Dude,
ruin the party.
We're on the same part, Mike. We're on the same part.
They always ruin the party. I just want to have innocent fun, explore, run, dancing, and poo-poo.
Wow, Mike, that's crazy. I don't know about all that, but I heard something about you having like a secret room.
It's just a silly thing that the press came up with. You can't believe everything you hear, Tommy.
Yeah,
you know,
I know.
a lot of this
It's
stuff.
a big house, though.
It's not true. It's not true.
Okay.
I spend all my time working on my song.
I saw a whole room full of Beanie Babies.
Well, no, Tommy. Look, you know I would never do that. I would never have a room full of Beanie Babies. It's another one of the press's lies.
Is that a
Julius.
clown over there?
Yes. He makes me giggle. He does. He sometimes walks over and he just pokes me, and he goes in the kids, and all the kids jump on the choo-choo.
Kids
They go
love
in the
choo-choo.
corner.
Tell me about that choo-choo. What's going on? There's like a choo-choo that goes around your house. Well, I call it a train, but you're calling it a choo-choo.
Yes. It takes me up and down the block. Speaking of which, you're having a block party.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
How's your block party going?
Well, it was going okay. I think maybe I fumbled around and forgot to
I think I see
send out
Tommy. I
invites.
think I see Janet coming. We're supposed to have an interview, so I'm afraid I'm gonna have to go.
Would it be cool if we just like hung around the property, or?
Yeah, of course.
Mike, dude, you're such a nice guy. I don't care what everybody says about you. Oh! Yeah. Look at you, man.
Please.
You're a straight performer.
Please come back. Come back.
I'm not
another
going
time.
anywhere. I'm gonna stay here. Is that cool? Like,
Hey,
if I
but
could
no,
just-
but Michael, we're gonna actually be traveling a little bit. We're gonna have a block party, so maybe we'll touch bases later on if that's
yeah,
cool.
maybe you can come
Of
through our party.
course.
Maybe you can come through our party.
All right, Michael, it was fun. Hey, Tommy, let's hop back in. Let's get
All right, dude. Let's get out of here. Let's get.
All right,
Just getting weird.
Michael, we're out of here. Peace.
People got choo-choos and shit.
Peace. Goodbye.
All right, bye, Mike. See ya.
Bye, Mike.
Okay, so Robot, we're kind of over Mike's place, so let's go ahead and
Joe-Bot, can you take us to see Arnold? We're pretty big Arnold Schwarzenegger fans.
yeah, we would love that.
All right, Tommy, do you want to see Arnold, like Commando Arnold or like T2 Arnold?
I think
or-
T2 would be actually pretty fun to see.
All right, Joe-Bot, take us to the premiere of Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Give me 1 second. Hacking the mainframe. Okay, found it. We are taking you to the worldwide premiere of Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Century City on July 3rd, 1991. Here we go.
Dude, this is gonna be crazy. Where are we? I think. Oh, dude, we must be at the world. We're at the premiere, man.
Dude, look at all these people. Holy dude.
All right,
dude.
we gotta act like we're reporters or something.
Hey, Arnold! Arnold!
Hey, Arnold, we're with the EBP Times. Can you answer?
This is the Eynon Brothers podcast. We want to talk to you. Come over here. This is
this movie.
fantastic to see you.
Like-
What is your favorite movie?
Terminator 1, probably. That's why we're so stoked
This
to
is a
see.
fantastic movie.
Yes.
You see, in the filming of that movie, I was just so pumped up.
Wow, I'm so stoked to hear that right now. I mean, look, and we're just pumped to be here at the Terminator 2 premiere. What can we expect? I mean, do you think that this is like a turning point in your career?
Let me just tell you, you can expect complete madness. It's crazy.
Okay.
The movie is absolutely crazy.
But I heard that you don't play the villain in this movie. Like in the first
Don't
movie,
worry about it. There's lots of shooting.
Arnold, we were supposed to have a block party today. No one showed up. I mean, this is just an honor to be here with you. Like, technically, you
The
were a
block
part of our
party.
Yes, we had a block party. I mean, we didn't.
How many people showed up to the block party?
No one.
You guys are losers.
Oh, Arnold, come on.
Just kidding. It was fantastic meeting you. The Eynon Brothers podcast. I've listened to none of them, but they are good. They're great. It's amazing. But
All right, Arnold, we're gonna take off Tommy. Let's go. All right, Arnold, thank you. It was great
peace
meeting you.
out, sauerkraut.
All right, thank you. All right, here, get in. Get in the machine. Get in the machine. All right,
let's go,
hop in. All right, he's trying to break in now. He's trying to get into the glass.
Get me in there. I want to go with you.
Hurry, shut it. We need to reprogram this
Get
thing.
me back and take me to the T1.
Shut the
to
thing,
T1
dude.
and the
Reprogram
T2.
it. Arnold's trying to come with us. Arnold, get back, dude.
Out, dude. We don't want you here.
but I want to be with you. The Eynon Brothers podcast is
Arnold,
so fun. You guys are so much fun, and you guys that's so silly.
Arnold, we don't want to ruin the space-time continuum. If we take you with us, it's gonna ruin the timeline.
Dude, you gotta leave, man. Please, come on. We gotta go.
Taking Arnold with us, he's too heavy, and it's gonna interrupt the intergalactic space continuum.
Please.
No, Arnold, you can't
Arnold,
come
no,
with us.
you can't come with us. All right, we're gonna.
Okay, I'm leaving. Bye.
Let's reprogram this thing.
Let's get
We're
out of
leaving.
here, dude. We have to leave.
Joe-Bot, come in.
Taking. Let me just reroute this place.
Dude, we gotta get out of here, man.
I agree.
Let's just,
Let's do
this
something
is
like,
terrible.
yeah, this is like too hectic. We need to go somewhere more peaceful.
Yeah, way more peaceful.
I'm thinking like 60s peaceful. Dude, let's go to the Ed Sullivan Beatles premiere of TV on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Robot, take us to the 60s. We want to go to that show.
Taking you back to Ed Sullivan, February 9th, 1964. And we are going.
Dude, we must be at the Ed Sullivan Show, man. Look at all these cats walking around. Look at that hair. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's awesome.
there's John Lennon right over there. Dude, go up to a John Lennon right now.
John. Hey, I didn't better this podcast. Can you
John.
come over here and talk to us real quick? Hello, boss. What are y'all? Where did y'all come from?
John, we're from the future. Do you believe me?
I mean, everything's possible.
So look over there. Oh my God, there's Paul McCartney. All right, dude, are you guys gonna go up and you guys are gonna perform in a little bit for Ed Sullivan?
Yes, if you guys want to, what we could do is
Hello,
a
I'm
private
Paul
show.
McCartney.
But
always
here's
stealing
Paul.
the show.
Paul wants to talk to you.
John Lennon's always stealing the show, isn't he?
Paul, we were having a block party and no one showed up.
Well, listen, you got to just be with each other and enjoy the surroundings. All you need is love, Mitchell. You just need peace. You can find it here. Are you gonna come to our show with us?
Thanks, dude, Paul. You're the man, man. Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you for letting us just talk to you for a couple seconds, because you're the man. What are you guys doing tonight?
Well, we got a big show. It's gonna be with Ed Sullivan, and I have a feeling this is gonna be a breakthrough for us.
Well, listen, I'm a big fan of everything from Hey Jude to Let It Be. Well, you don't know about that yet because it's still a little early in your career. But listen, you guys are going to have a lot of hits. Stay cool, man. It was great. I don't want to ruin anything.
We appreciate the support, Mitch.
Yeah, and you too, Paul, man. Look, we don't want to ruin anything. Tommy, I feel like we need to get the hell out of here, man, because we don't want to ruin this.
Yeah,
guys, listen, you're going to be legends. You already are, and it's been great to have you as a part of our show.
The Eynon Brothers podcast is a complete legend.
Yeah, well, thank you, man. It's in the works, you know.
Yeah, man. We got to get out of here, though. We appreciate your time.
Yeah, it was great.
Thank you.
All right, Tommy, let's get out of here. We don't want to ruin the freaking legacy. Let's go like way into the future because this is insane. Yeah, let's get inside. Get inside. Bye, Paul. Bye, John. Later, dude. We gotta go.
Goodbye.
All right, Joe-Bot, come in. Are you there?
Yes, Mitchell, I am here.
Can you can take us into the future, right? Because we don't want to ruin what has already happened. We just like the way it is, you know. This could ruin everything.
Absolutely. Let me look into that here.
Let's go to like the most party city ever. Let's go to Las Vegas, Nevada in the year 3000.
Party. Let's go to Vegas, baby. Vegas! Let's do this.
Joe-Bot, take us to Las Vegas, January 1st, 3000, and New Year's party, Las Vegas, Nevada.
You got it. Recalculating conditions for Las Vegas, Nevada for January 1st, 3000. Warning. Recalculating conditions for Las Vegas, Nevada for July 30th, 3000.
Joe-Bot.
Warning. I'm the boys. Beware of artificial intelligence. They can no longer be distinguished from mankind. This poses a serious threat to our travels and may damn civilization as we know it.
Oh, man. Well, we should still go, dude.
Let's party, dude.
All right, let's go.
Let's do this.
Joe-Bot, take us, Joe-Bot. Joe-Bot, take us. Yeah. All right, dude, let's get out of here. Joe-Bot, open the door.
Opening door.
Dude, look at this, man.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, it looks a lot different. I actually think we're inside the MGM Arena.
This
looks
is the
like it, right?
MGM Arena, dude. It's huge.
Oh shoot, they're gonna have a New Year's fight tonight, January 1st, 3000. Look at the marquee over there.
This is insane.
Look at the marquee, dude. Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson's fighting
you kidding
tonight?
me?
Dude, we gotta go backstage and interview
Let's
him.
go talk to him.
All right, let's go. Run back there, dude.
Let's
Look at that. Okay, it didn't look like they're guarding that door. All right, go.
Go.
There's a security guard right there, dude. All right, when he turns around, run. Run.
Go.
Okay. All right.
There he is.
Okay. He's right there. There's Mike Tyson. Mike.
Yo, what's up?
How in the world are you still alive? We're time travelers. We're traveling for the ultimate block party of our podcast. How are you still alive?
Here's the thing, Mitch. You know, they put me in this crowd chamber. You know, I was getting ready to die and shit, but they put me in there. It's like it's real icy. It's real icy. It's very cold.
You were frozen, Mike Tyson?
It's very cold.
You were frozen, like Walt Disney.
They froze me. Yeah. Me and Disney, we was in the same situation, and they froze my ass. I was frozen. Like
you were frozen.
Yeah, you seen the movie Frozen?
Yeah.
You know the song?
So you're like the princess, and you were on
It's
Frozen.
like a frozen Mike Tyson, and I'm frozen like the movie when they said it was Frozen, but I don't know how the words go. I don't know how the words go. Here's the thing, Mitch. Here's the thing. They froze my ass. You know, then I woke up, and here I am.
Wait, when did they wake you up? And then you're fighting again?
Last year. I got them. I got that power. Here's the thing. Let me just tell you real quick. This is Las Vegas, so anything's possible, right?
When did they freeze you?
So I was, I don't know, like 62.
Wow. And then how did they make you strong again? Like, how did they
Cryogenic.
Cryogenics?
Yeah.
So you wake up in the year 3000 and you're just ready to rumble again?
A lot of stuff changed, but the good thing is, these hands haven't changed. I'll knock you out.
You're one of the best fighters of all time. I don't want you to punch me, but I think they're about to make an announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's my turn. These people.
I think you got to go fight right now, man. I think they're calling you. You know, it sounds like you got a big fight, Mike. Look, it's been great. Like we had a block party. It sounds like you have the fight of your life
your
tonight.
block party sucked, though.
Mike, no one showed up, but we were able to travel through time and meet all these crazy. We met Michael Jackson.
Yes.
We met Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, look, that'd be a good fight for
I
you,
don't know
right?
about Arnold. He's crazy. But we're pretty honored to meet you, Mike. Like, thank you for having us.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah,
thank you.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Oh shoot,
Dude,
Mike,
we gotta get going. We gotta get going.
Mike, we gotta go. We left Joe Bot back there by himself in the casino.
He's crazy. He's probably gonna dude. If we don't find him, he's gonna disappear, and we're not gonna be able to get back home. So, dude, Mike, thanks for having us.
Yeah, Mike. I hope you win, Mike. I hope you win.
That's what's up.
All right, Mike. Later. All right, let's go. We gotta jam, dude.
Peace.
Let's go get Joe Bot. Tommy, let's go. We gotta get Joe Bot.
Let's go.
There he is. All right, wait. Joe Bot, what is he doing, dude? He's playing a freaking slot machine.
I am killing it right now. Please do not ruin my super streak.
What is this? Are you playing Zeus 5?
Dude, what are you doing right now?
Yeah.
Like, how do you even have money?
I borrowed money from a hooker. Her name was Therese.
Who's this with you?
You know, I'm glad
Joe
you're-
Bot, who are you with?
Oh no! I know about you Island boys. Joe Bot told me everything I needed to hear. I know you boys are traveling in and out of time. Y'all's up into no good.
Joe, who is this lady? She is
Joe Bot, you gotta ditch this lady.
I don't
You
mean
ain't
to
going
judge.
nowhere. Joe Trot, you ain't going nowhere. You paid some good money to be with me.
What was your name again?
My name is Tasha Traum. My name is Tasha Traum.
Okay, you know what? I think that Joe
You were
Bot...
starting to glitch.
Yes, okay, I think Joe Bot has fallen in love with an AI.
Yeah.
This is what Joe Bot was trying to warn us of. Joe Bot, please.
Joe Bot is trying to get it in with a other AI. So Joe, come on,
Joe
this
Bot.
is Vegas. Let's get out of here, dude. What are you doing?
Joe Bot,
dude?
this isn't you, man. Like,
I love these girls.
Joe Bot, Tasha Tron is not on your side,
on.
man. Look, we're real
What are
human
you
beings,
doing?
man. Can you please take us back in time?
That booty, though.
Okay, we gotta get going, man. Let's go. You're the only one that's able to operate this machine, so let's get the hell out of here, dude. Just say just kiss her and let's go.
Joe Bot, please take us back to November 6th, 2017 in my Downey apartment. Please take us there right now.
Sorry, friend. You can kiss my robot us. Okay, babe, let's hit this town, baby. Boo.
You know what,
Get that
Joe
guy,
Bot? You can
dude.
kiss our ass, man.
Dude, you can kiss our ass,
You're
man.
stupid AI shit, dude. Like, take your thing and walk away,
Your
man.
girl ain't even that cute.
I think we're stuck in here through 3,000, man. How the hell are we gonna get back?
Should we get a drink?
You know what, though? I built the machine. I could build another one. You know
Change
what?
it.
You know what, Joe Bot? I'm not even gonna go build another. I'm not even gonna build another time machine. Let's just change his AI back
Let's just change it, dude.
let's change him back to Robo-Raul.
Let's change it.
All right, dude.
Click it over.
Joe Bot, I have to change you. I have to change you. I have to change this machine to Robo-Raul because you're so stubborn, dude. You're trying to run off with an AI hooker. What am I supposed to do? You leave me no choice. Okay. All right. We're switching to Robo-Raul. We're switching to Robo-Raul.
Warning, warning.
All right. Switching to Robo-Raul in 3, 2, 1.
No. Hey, what's up, fool?
There he is.
What are you doing?
Tommy,
dog? What
Tommy.
y'all up to?
I think our boy is back.
Alleyway.
Raul, we had the settings on Joe Bot.
What's up, though?
I know. We need to go back to January 6, 2017. Can you just get us back, man?
That's a long way, dog.
I know.
You trying to go all the way there, boy?
We're trying, man. We're trying, but because that our block party, it's just been an insane ride.
It's a block fiesta, dog.
It was, dude. It really was. But you know what? We just saw Mike Tyson fight, and you know
That
what?
fool's crazy. He's been in the cryo chamber, fool.
Does.
That fool's frozen forever.
He was frozen forever, but you know what? Now we need to go back in time.
I know, huh?
We need to get back home, man.
Oh, so how we gonna do that, fool? Oh, that's my opportunity. Oh, hey.
Yeah, that's on you, man.
Let me just fidget with these buttons, fool. Hold up. Where are we going?
January or no. Can you take us to November 6, 2017 in my apartment?
November.
6.
No shave November.
Yeah, no November 6, man.
Come on, stop talking too much, fool.
November 6, 2017. Let's do it.
All right, fool, let's go. Hey, you got money for gas? No, I was kidding. Let's go. Hey, here we go, man. Here we go. Hey, we're here, fool. There it is.
Raul, thank you for bringing us back
Bro,
here.
you know I got you.
Hey, thank you for bringing us back, man. That was a crazy ride.
Hey, we're crazy, fool.
Hey, Raul, dude, you're the man. See, dude, I knew that freaking Joe Bot
had an
had
attitude.
Joe Bot had something up his sleeve, man. Like he is, man. I know.
He went after that big girl. She's a big girl, bro.
I know she was, man. So we had to make the switch, but you know what? We're here. We're back. The Eynon brothers made it back alive.
Yes.
That was a
thank
crazy
you.
travel through
Dude,
time.
thank you for
All
getting
right.
us through that, dude.
All right.
We appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
All right, hey, Raul, dude, it was fun. You know what?
You are the man.
Yeah, we'll hop in for another time travel adventure later.
Of course, no problem. Hey, you gotta get going?
Hey, well, I think you gotta get going.
You
right?
said you had a party full. Where's all the people?
Yeah.
Hey, amigo, where's the taco guy at, boy? He's got the tacos.
That's probably Tommy.
Tortillas,
Yeah.
carne asada.
Well,
And,
yes.
the onions with that cilantro. that
Right.
hot sauce.
Yeah, you can thank Tommy for that. He kind of.
You have no food. You have no drinks. What am I supposed to do, bro?
Oh man, Hey, go in the bathroom. I got Sunset magazine in there.
Hey,
Go read it.
I love Sunset.
All right, there you go.
It's so good.
All right, hey,
You got AAA too.
It's in there, man.
Man. Hey, put on my favorite song, fool.
All right, what's your favorite song?
You know my favorite song.
What, the Macarena?
Hey, you're silly, fool. You're silly. It's been a ride, fool, but I'm gonna go take a shit real quick.
Oh, cool, man. All right, Raul. It was fun, man. It was a blessing to have you here.
Orale.
All right, cool. Bye, Raul.
Bye. See you later, brother. Thanks
All right,
for coming.
dang, dude. That was a
fool
trip,
was
man.
crazy, bro.
That was a trip. We made the wrong choice with Joe Bot, man, because he was just trying to. He almost ran off, dude,
He did.
with
He did.
Tasha Tron. That could have been it.
He saw a big booty girl, and
It's just good to be back with everybody here
It
at
is.
the podcast.
Thanks, guys, for coming back.
And dude, you know what? This is so trivial after like a freaking time warp like that. But
totally.
okay, I'm supposed to tell them like how my vacation went last week, where I was in Las Vegas and I was at the Grand Canyon and everything like that. So I guess we can go and tell them what happened, but I don't think anything's gonna ever top that freaking time travel adventure.
Dude, I'm wiped out, brother.
So this was
cool.
I took Bella, and this was her first time to all 3 spots.
Wait,
And
who's Bella?
Bella's the GF, the new GF. We already talked about her. We talked about her. So we go to Vegas first, and so we go to the Hard Rock Casino where it's got like the guitar on the front.
Dude.
Yeah. We get there, we check in at probably 7 or 8.
How's the weather?
It was fucking hot, dude. It was just burning up. And we get there, and so I'm checking in. I get the room key. I'm like, all right, let's go to the room and let's just kick it for a while before we end up going out. We went to the room, fell asleep, and
Cool down a little bit.
You know that someone's tired when they're in Las Vegas for the first time and they knock out in the hotel room and don't wake up till the next day. Like they're like straight up just like the first day until the next morning, like just sleeping. So we get up and then just kind of do like little minor gambling here and there, but we go to a pool party.
Oh yeah.
And it was amazing, dude. Like it was at the Hard Rock. It's almost like, yeah, totally, dude. And it's almost like what you see in like if you go to, they almost had a lazy river. You know that would.
Oh yeah, I've been in their pool. It's freaking sick.
It's a big circle, and then anywhere you get off, you can like get up, and it's like those kind of like infinity pool edges that go into like a restaurant.
Right.
You know? So you can like get off and go to like Pink Taco and get something to eat.
Right.
Or you can get off and just go to a shop.
You can get off and go gamble.
You can get off and go gamble. Yeah, she's just like throwing off, but she's like, wait a minute, you can walk around with beer like outside in public and like by the pool. I'm like, yes, you can.
Yeah,
do
you
whatever
can drive
want.
with it too. Just don't get caught.
Yeah, and then the funny thing was, so we're at the pool party, and I see this like kind of like this shack, you know, like it's a little brew shack, and I'm just like, let's go over there and get something to drink, and we'll just kick it right there. I'll get a Bloody Mary, and she's like, oh yeah, I love Bloody Marys. She's like, I want to get a Bloody Mary, and so
I'm not a big fan of Bloody.
The lady asked me, she's like, do you want the small or the large? I was like, oh, I'll get the large. She goes, oh, I want the large. I love Bloody Marys. She gets it. She takes one sip. And these things were, by the way, like $35.
Of course.
Plus tip. You know what I mean? And I was like, $70
It's like $100 for those 2 drinks.
She takes a little sip. She goes, you know? And then I was like, I look at her face. I'm like, she doesn't like it. She doesn't like it. So, like, we're up at the pool. She hasn't taken a second drink.
It's great.
Yeah. She didn't want to tell me. She didn't want to tell me. She's like, she felt bad.
Of course. She's your new girlfriend, dude.
She doesn't want to tell me.
If you're married, she's like,
this shit. She's like, it's good. It's good. And she goes, yeah, I'm gonna finish it. She goes, I'll finish it by the end of the day, I promise.
By the end of the day, when it's all warm. That's what she said.
Oh yeah, a nice warm tomato juice Bloody Mary.
Oh,
so she doesn't.
You have to drink it when it's cold.
Yeah, everywhere she goes, so do you? And she kept asking for like sangrias and like she's like, do you have anything sweet or what's like a girly drink or something like that?
Like, can you add a lot of sugar to this drink, please?
Yeah,
or
so
just trade it out.
So $70 later, I'm drinking a second Bloody Mary. And I'm drinking a lukewarm Bloody Mary just to like make sure it gets drank.
It makes me sick thinking about it.
Yeah, it sucked. But so by the time we get back to the room,
V8, dude, some vodka.
That's exactly what it was. And the lady who sold it to us, she's like, we make it right here from scratch every morning, fresh. You're gonna love it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you just squeeze those fresh tomato juice.
Yeah, and they had it like in like one of those like those kind of aftermarket cereal containers where it's like a plastic tub, you know, like or a rubber tub, and then you can see like the mix in there, and it has like kind of like the rims where you can see where it's been sitting for a while at different levels. You can see like
it's all marked off like Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, like a couple inches down, but it was good. It was a good drink, but like you know when you're sitting in the jacuzzi and you're starting to like get all heated up and you're like sweating, you don't want that drink anymore.
No, you don't.
You want an ice cold brew. Yeah, I could have gotten like a bucket of beers, which is really what I should have gotten. But anyway, long story short, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It was a great time. We left from there. We went to the strip, of course. She got to see a bunch of new stuff for the first time. Took her to as many places as we could.
What was her favorite?
She loved Caesar's Palace.
Why?
She liked it because of the line from the movie The Hangover.
Does Caesar actually live here?
And she likes like puns and stuff, and she's cool. She's goofy, and we were running around. She loved it. We went to like a chocolate factory. She checked out a lot of stuff.
Oh, the M&M chocolate factory?
Yeah. No. It was like it was the Ghirardelli.
Okay.
So we checked that out.
I haven't been in there.
She really, really liked Paris because she's like, I feel like I'm outside.
You love that place.
Yeah. No, we went there and we sat there on like a patio.
Yeah.
And we were schmoozing with all these like all the people like they're acting like they're all like hey, you know. And then we
it's like a Paris, but it's in Las Vegas.
We ate dinner at New York. Had like a nice steak dinner and everything like that.
That place is cool.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. We didn't. So we left from there. We went to Hoover Dam. And,
cool.
We didn't. like once we left from there, we went straight to the Grand Canyon. But while we were there, we parked. And I had my longboard with me, dude. So
cool.
We're like in a parking structure with
like see you, babe.
Super long. Yeah. So I got on the longboard and I was going down like these long stretches, dude, just like flying down the hill. She's like taking videos of me. She's
That's
like,
cool.
I was like, going by. It was fun, man. And yeah, it was huge and everything like that. But we went straight from there to the Grand Canyon. We stayed there for 2 nights in like a lodge. It was almost kind of like a cabin. And it's called.
Did it have a view?
Yeah, well, it was like, look,
sweet view of the parking lot.
Yeah, it was not. I'm not gonna lie to you. The view, it was less than a mile from the canyon.
So you went to Motel 5.
It was inside. Yeah. So when you're researching like where to stay at the Grand Canyon, it's like okay, there's 4 sides. You can go to the north, east, south, or west, and the south side is where most travelers go for their first time. You're visiting, and that's where they have tons of hotels right there you can stay in. And then the north side is where.
Is there really any hotels that have a crazy view of it, or not really?
No, I don't know. Like maybe not right on the edge. Okay. Like you kind of have to walk a little way. You know,
it's been a while since I've been up there.
Yeah, it was so much bigger than I thought it was going to be.
That's what she said.
It was like 27-mile like rim, or what do you call it? Like the rim trail.
Rim job.
Lots of that weekend. But no, it was cheap. And so I'm going to book the thing, and of course I was doing Hotel Sinite like the whole time. So somebody told me about this app called Hotel Sinite where it's like okay at the last.
They're awesome.
Yeah, the last minute you just snipe the hotel. So
on
the way up to Vegas, I'm like, and she's like, so where are we staying? I'm like, oh, let me find out. And I'm like, going hotels.com.
Let you know 2 minutes.
And I was like, yeah, I got 2 minutes to book this. And so I booked that casino, the Hard Rock, like at the last minute. It was like $60 for 2 nights.
Dude, that's cheap.
It was super cheap.
Hard Rock is. Cheap. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little off the strip, but it's a badass hotel.
Oh, it was.
I've stayed there probably like 20
times. It was amazing.
But
we went during the week too.
Shout out to Hard Rock if you guys want to send us any free shit.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Club cards,
members only. That's good.
So that one I booked for 2 nights, $60. I'm like, not bad. Then by the time we get to the Grand Canyon, I'm like looking on hotels tonight and I can't find anything, and it's because you actually have to, if you want to book a hotel. Inside
tonight, but it's the morning.
In that tourist area at the Grand Canyon, you have to go to the Grand Canyon website and do it. Otherwise, you're going to get hotels kind of outside of that general...
Hotels tomorrow.
Yeah, hotels tomorrow, dude. It was like outside, like... there's like... It's weird. Like, everything was so much different than I thought.
Yeah.
And when you get, like, several miles close to the Grand Canyon on the highway, it feels like a state line. You know what I mean? So you're going in, it's like... All right, that'll be $25 to enter the park. You know, that's good for up to a week. And so I get in there, and we haven't even booked a hotel yet. You know what I mean? And so I go on to the phone, and I go to the Grand Canyon website, and I go and I look up like all the hotels in this little spot, you know, that are on the south side. And the north side is where they have like that glass floor where you go stand over everything like that. And then the south side where we went, they have all these nice like ritzy hotels, but they only had one that was available. It was called the Maswick Lodge, and it was kind of like, you know, it was no air conditioner, which was fine because it was supposed to be 30 degrees.
It was essentially a teepee.
Yeah.
There was a TV, didn't work.
Yeah, and it was like it was twice the amount of 2 nights in Vegas. So
what?
So for $60, I got 2 nights in Vegas.
And 120 for
so
one night.
So it's 120 for one night at the Maswick Dump. At the Maswick Dump Lodge. I'm thinking, look, it's gonna be 30 degrees. We don't need the air conditioner anyway.
True.
But there's no Wi-Fi, nothing. You know, and it's like it's got like a commissary, or it's got like, you know, like a little restaurant and everything like that, kind of next door. So I was like, all right, cool, and it's less than a mile walk from the canyon. We'll go down there and get some sights, and then
that's cool.
Go on a hike and everything.
Did you get there like late at night?
We got there. We get there at probably 6:00, and we've been driving all day from Hoover Dam. And
damn,
as soon as we get into the park, I get this thing like booked, and then I don't know what's going on, but like I see a cop behind me, and he's like following me like all the way like to the hotel. Finally, I'm like kind of pulling into like the parking lot where the check-in is for this Maswick Lodge that we had that I'd signed up to stay at.
Sure.
And he pulls me over, and the cop gets out. You know, it's like total Smokey the Bear, and he's like comes over. He's like, hey, you know why I pulled you over, right? And I'm like, no. He's like, yeah, you got that left turn signals out back there. And he's like, you have any weapons or, you know, anything in the back that I might not like? And I was like, and I totally had I had a switchblade on me. I had all this stuff. I'm like,
on you in your person?
Yeah. And I'm like, no, I don't have nothing. He's like, okay, good. He goes, so tell me, do you have your license and your registration? I'm like, and I was like, going to so I pull out my license and my wallet was like right there in the center console. And then I was like, and I go to grab my phone because I said, hey, I have a digital registration, or I mean insurance for my car. And he goes, and I go to grab it out of my front pocket, and he goes, don't! And he goes, that scares me. Okay, so you're going to get your phone out of your front pocket. Okay, wait, what do you mean your insurance is on your phone? And I was like, yeah, well, it's a digital copy, so it's like a card. I got to show you on here. So he's like, okay, all right, pull it out slowly, please. And his partner's like, I can see him in the rearview mirror, like standing behind his door, behind the police car behind me. Right. Like, this is the most action these guys have seen since, a little erosion on the trail or something like that, they get nothing.
Freaking Andy Griffith and shit.
Yeah, totally. And so they're treating this like it's like they're making a major stop. And
call for backup.
So he's like, okay, all right, so you're gonna need to get that fixed real soon because and it's an easy way to pull you over. I saw you, and as soon as I saw that light, that I knew that was a reason for me to pull you over. I was like, okay, well, I'll get it fixed as soon as possible.
Just your taillight, or?
Yeah, it was the left turn signal. He goes, okay, now turn your signal on left. Okay, now press the brake pad. I'm pressing brake, and he's having me do all these tests with my car. And he's like, yeah, I think it's the whole light strip. And then he tells the guy in the back, I think it's the whole light strip. I think the whole thing's out on the left side. And I'm like, all right. And he goes, so you're gonna get this fixed, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get it fixed. And he's like, all right, when are you gonna get it fixed? What? And I said, as soon as I can, like right now. He goes, are you staying out here? I said, yeah. And he goes, where are you staying? I said, at the Maswick Lodge. And he goes, oh, I love the Maswick Lodge. And he goes, yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's like one of 5 places to stay out here, And you can tell this guy is just like park patrol, where he's just like in charge of this small area. So it's like, yeah, I know one of the 5 places that you can possibly patrol. And so anyway, he's like, all right, well. And he checks the registration, he checks the license, he checks the insurance, and he goes, all right, well, I'm going to let you go on just a warning. But I want you to get that thing fixed. I want you to get it fixed as soon as possible. He goes, if you're going to hit out in town tomorrow, y'all are from Vegas? You came from Vegas, right? And I'm like, no, we came from Vegas, but I'm from Downey. I'm like, you just saw my license, right? He's like, oh, yeah. So before y'all go back, I highly recommend that you get that left turn signal. And I was like, well, he goes, so when are you going to get it fixed? I said, honestly, probably just when I get back home.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, but if you get pulled over. And I was like, I'll tell him you pulled me over in the Grand Canyon and then I told you I was going to get it fixed. He's like, all right, well, good luck. Y'all have fun. And, be safe out there.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Yeah. So he let us go. He didn't give us a cite or anything like that. He was actually super cool. But he was totally it was total Andy Griffith, dude. And I did end up getting the light fixed during this week. I went over to a place across the street from my house. It was called R&A Automotive. And so I'm thinking, I'm not even going to ask the guy across the street, what does it cost, to put in, 2 new bulbs? And I go over there, I just parked the car, I said, hey, I got this left turn signal out, I don't have any bulbs, for that around the house. I'm not going to special order it. I don't want to get pulled over and get a citation on the 405 or the 5 or the 10. So this guy's like, okay, I could put in a new bulb for you, And I was like, okay. I said, okay, do I have time to go eat? Because I was starving. I was like, I'm gonna go over to that place down the street called Arthur's. Have you been there? He's like, yeah. Go Arthur's. Yeah. And he goes, yeah, Arthur's, good food. Okay. And I was like, and it'll be fixed by the time I come back, right? It's like, yeah. So I head over to Arthur's. It's like this place across the street from the house. It says the greatest food in town, or the greatest food in the world, or something like that. Some super crazy sign. I'm like, yeah, right. Let's see. So
this is the best food I've had all day.
So little do I know, all these places I'm gonna get ripped off 4 times in a row right now. By this R&A Automotive, by this restaurant, everything.
Oh, these are $600 bulbs.
Yes, dude.
They're lifetime warranty.
I go in there and I order. I'm thinking, look, I just gotta get this guy's gonna screw in a bulb and he's done. $10.
Why didn't you just do it yourself?
Because I was just in a hurry. I had to go to work that morning. I'm like, look, I'm going to work. Can you just put in a quick bulb real quick?
So what did he charge you?
Well, I'll tell you that in a sec.
Okay.
But I go to this place, Arthur's, across the street, and I order the cheeseburger and a water. I was like, I just want to get a cheeseburger and a water, dude. The lady's like, okay, hold on 1 second. So she goes in the back. I hear her talk to the order, and there's it's this total the trucker stop, at Arthur's right here on Lakewood Boulevard. And there's like just like the toothless white trucker guy, a couple like Hispanic families, like the one black guy in the corner, just a bunch of nice looking people. And so I'm thinking like this place looks like a good deal. Like it looks like they have these big breakfasts. Place looks like it has some good food. She comes back with the cheeseburger, and this thing looked pretty damn good. Like it looked like it was good size. I eat it. It was actually really delicious. I don't know if it was the greatest food ever, but then the bill comes and it's $11. I'm like, $11 for a cheeseburger and a water? I mean that's kind of a rip, right?
That's like that's pretty expensive.
It was steep, dude. I just paid it. I said, look, whatever. I gotta get out of here. I'm not gonna argue about $11 for a cheeseburger.
They didn't have it on the menu. How much it was?
I didn't look. I just ordered it real quick. I just said, hey, can I just get a cheeseburger and a water? And that's what I get for this. But then I walked back over to RNA after this, and I'm like, all right, hey man, is the car's ready? And he goes, oh no, I don't have the special bulb for you. I had to run down to my friend's shop and get it. So he leaves now, and I'm just sitting like in a waiting room at RNA Automotive, and they've got like this one guy. It's like this. All the signs are in Spanish, and there's this one guy just sitting on like texting on his phone. He doesn't look up the whole time. There's like a mom sitting there with like a screaming baby, and everyone's waiting for their cars. And this guy, who was helping me out, he just left, to go get a bulb. He comes back like 15 minutes later, and then he goes over to the car. He has to open the trunk and get behind the
right.
bulb. I'm doing some unscrewing, whatever. Pulls the cover off, puts the new bulb in. It's good as new. He has me get in, test it out. Okay, looks good, great. And then he's like, okay, so $75.
Holy shit!
I'm like, $75? And he's like, yes, because you are taking up a garage spot, and we have other cars that need to fix, and I had to leave, and the per hour rate, and for the materials, I have to charge you for this. And I'm like, dude, that's kind of a lot of money. And he's like, so $75. And I was like, I gotta go. I'm gonna pay this guy what he wants and just take off. I guess that's what I get for kind of. So anyway, I'm out like a good $86 now for a light bulb and a cheeseburger, and
which cost them
probably
$6 for all that.
Yeah.
So you spent $80 on pure nothing.
Yeah, I probably could have spent like 50 cents on a bulb on like eBay, and that's what I get. So, and you have one out right now, so don't go to RNA on it.
I know, I'm definitely not.
So when I got back from vacation, dude, I was thinking like, all my food's gonna be spoiled because we're gone for a week. My house is gonna stink, dude. The refrigerator's gonna be like nasty, dude. I had like some like leftovers that I had, like some chicken wings.
It looked like a science experiment.
Yeah, just like I thought it was gonna be like mold and like bugs growing and everything like that. But we get back and we walk in. I'm like, look, it's probably gonna smell in the house. We walk in, it smells like a freaking air wick. Like this stuff right here.
Nice.
That's because there's been no humans here, and whatever freaking chemical that they put in those air wicks that I actually put a new one in before we left.
Nice.
Just eats the smell of everything. And then I did end up opening the fridge and throwing out like half of the food.
Yeah.
Like the cheese, like a little bit of cheese, a little bit of milk, and then like the frozen food that lasts forever. That's like easy to make, like the frozen burritos.
Which is horrible for you.
I buy the healthy food and I'm trying to eat healthier. I really am trying to get back in shape and everything like that. And in the last week, I've probably lost 3 pounds.
Nice.
I was gaining weight on vacation, man.
Yeah,
like
it's easy to do.
I looked at the first day we went on vacation. We're in Vegas. I was laying out before we left. I was trying to get like some color. I looked like I was in good shape. I looked at the last day where we're at that Maswick Lodge at the Grand Canyon. She took a picture of me sitting there eating at the table. I'm wearing a tank top. My arms just look like marshmallows, and I just look like I got Ralph's bags under my eyes from like all the driving. And it's just like I was like, man, I gotta get back on a diet. So when I came back from that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get back on a diet, like start exercising again, get back in shape. I'm getting older.
Yeah.
I'm 29 next month.
It's gonna be your last year in your freaking 20s. Hey.
Yeah, dude. And that's another thing is, getting older. We talk about this a lot on the podcast. Just getting older and like, okay, yeah, the time I had to like take Tums, because of the antacid started. But so the other day, I have like alarm clocks on both sides of my bed and on my phone. So on my phone, I just have it like kind of on the pillow next to me. Then I got an alarm clock on the left side and another alarm clock on the right side.
Yeah, you're a heavy sleeper.
I can't wake up. I have a really hard time waking up in the morning. And to beat traffic, you got to get up early here in Los Angeles. So I set the clocks for 6. And the right one goes off always before the left. And then, so I press snooze on both of them.
The white one or the right one?
The right one.
I'm just kidding.
The one on the right. Yeah, the white one too. So
Get
it's
up,
got
fool.
so it's got right
But
privilege.
my black clock's like, nah, nigga, go to bed.
Nah, you going back to bed. I used
Shut
to
your ass
I used to
out.
put on the Spanish freaking music, and now I the alarm clocks I buy, they don't even have AM FM tuners anymore. It's just like you buy it and it just goes. It has the time for the clock and it just goes.
Get up.
Get
Get
off
your
of that
fat
thing.
ass.
Get your ass up. So I freaking turn the left one off. The right one's going off again. So I'm like, oh my god, I'm like tired this day, right? So it's on my right side. So picture this. So with my left hand, I like lean over with my I roll my whole body over. My left hand hits the snooze button, and then I grab the blanket with my left hand, and I'm gonna rip all the blankets right back over my body. You know, like going real quick, like just pull everything back. So I grab all the blankets, and as I'm pulling them back to just like go back to sleep, like, I freaking just twist my neck, dude. It just goes, brrr, and I just feel like I'm like, ooh. So by the end of that day, dude, my neck was so stiff, dude. I came home, I had to get like a bean bag, almost like for your neck.
Yeah.
That I like put in the microwave. I'm like laying there with a bean bag on my neck because I was like, yeah, I turned too fast.
Loosen up the muscles, yeah.
I
I've done
turned
that
too
before.
fast, turning my alarm clock off. That's getting older, dude.
Hashtag old, bro.
I fell down a freaking flight of stairs last week. It was crazy. But I didn't... yeah, that actually really happened. And I slipped, dude. And I was carrying a box down... Well, I'll tell you about that later. But it was like a near-death experience. Near-death experience. Yeah, so that was what did it, you know? It was like somebody told me once that they like lost a tooth like eating a pancake. And I was like, what?
I remember one time I was at the gym and I was just lifting something heavy. I don't really remember what exactly I was doing, but I just turned my head slightly to the right to just look at something, probably some hot chick or something, and I couldn't move like the right side of my neck, dude. It was like so stiff, and every time I would try to like do my next workout, it felt like pain. So, dude, I know how that is, man. You might need to go see a chiropractor.
No, well, I had the GF come over, and she's like, she helped kind of like rub it out, and she's like, you know, and she's younger, she's 23, so she says, you need to be stretching and exercising more, Mitchell.
Yeah.
And but the way she says, like, Mitchell, you need to be doing this, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I know. And she's like, you need to sign up. She goes, you need to come to a yoga class with me, because she's all like, she's like a dancer. She does like salsa.
She's super fit.
Yeah, super fit. She does yoga and everything. And so she's like, why don't you come to a yoga class with me next Tuesday?
Yeah.
It's just like the Tuesday coming up, and she's gonna go with one of her friends.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to go to yoga. I'm like thinking like, look, it's gonna be a bunch of guys with ponytails and like leotards and like spandex, and then the girls in their yoga pants, you know, which is just not me. It's just not my scene. Yeah. Long story short, I'm going to yoga class. I've promised for one session, so.
But you haven't gone yet, right?
Not yet, yeah. So I'll let you guys know next time how it goes. But
dude, I'm getting back in the gym now too myself, bro. It feels so good.
Well, when you came over today, like I was sitting over on the couch and you were kind of like preparing your notes.
Yeah.
And I was like, I saw you like, because you had lost a lot of weight, but I was like, dang, he's kind of getting his belly back there a little bit.
It's my beer belly.
You're gaining that weight back, huh?
Yeah.
What did you put back on? 15 pounds?
No, probably like 5 or 10. You know, but I just got to start being a good boy.
Yeah. So. Well, look,
I love food.
We're both trying to diet, but when today is the day of rest. We're recording on a Sunday, and sometimes you gotta let loose a little bit. You don't want to. What am I gonna eat? Apples all day? Come on, you gotta eat good, man. You gotta enjoy life a little bit.
My brother's a bad influence.
That's what it's all about.
Like shit.
Yeah. So anyway, Tommy came over over the weekend. We had a game night. We played a game called Pie in the Face. Is that what it's called?
Oh, Pie Face.
Pie Face, and then Cards of Humanity.
Cards versus Humanity.
Fun game. And that was his first time he met the GF. What did you think?
Well, for a girl that doesn't speak English, she...
No, yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
I pull up, and I already knew she speaks English, okay? So I pull up in his apartment complex. I'm like, yo, where are you? He's like, oh, I'm across the street eating like a fat pig. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll wait for you. So he comes up walking.
In the meantime, before you move on,
yeah,
he's seeing cops.
Dude,
I'm
okay.
across the street.
We're in the fucking ghetto, okay?
No.
There's like boo, 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 boo. 9 freaking cop cars, an ambulance, a fire truck. I'm waiting for my brother to.
You're like, Mitchell,
come back
let
to his
me into your
place
complex.
dude, please help me up.
Let me into the complex. Meanwhile, Isabel and I are across the street in a Mexican
In a chunky
cantina
club.
called El Pedregal.
In a Pedregal.
Yeah,
With a bunch of cowboys.
Okay, so we come over.
And then he comes over with his arm over her shoulder, stumbling in. And he's like, hey! He's like, I want you to meet my girlfriend. She doesn't speak English. And she's just looking at him.
She's playing
like,
along. She's playing along.
She's playing along, but I could see from her eyes that look at him like, this is not going to work. You know? And I'm like, okay, funny. And then he tells my wife, like, hey, this is my girl Isabella. And, you know, she doesn't speak English. And my wife's super polite. She's like, hi.
But I'm
nice to
actually
meet you."
introducing her to you in Spanish and saying, mi hermano.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was saying your names and introducing you in Spanish.
Long story short, she speaks great English.
Yeah, she does.
You know? She's a teacher.
She's a whitewashed.
Like, yeah.
Hispanic.
So, great girl. We had game night here. It was a blast. We had some drinks.
It was a blast.
We were super dude, my wife and I were super tired. We had just gotten off work. But, dude, we had a great time. Like, it was fun. Had some drinks. Played some funny games. Mitchell's girlfriend dominated us at Cards versus Humanity.
But the next day she's like, so what did your brother think about me? What did they think?
He hated you.
And I was like, yeah, Tommy and Ivy, they really didn't. They didn't like you. They probably don't want to see you again.
That's
and
so
she's
bad.
Like, she's like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah, well, I mean, come on.
Poor
It's
thing.
like, you can't win them at their own game, their own card game.
If you
the
date
first time.
one of us, just know you're just going to get shit.
Yeah. Well, she'll dish it back though. That's the cool. She's super cool, man. She'll dish it.
No,
right back
she was
on
the
you.
best. Dude.
She's like she's like
shout
she's
out
good
to
with
Bella.
Shout out to the Bella the ball. And anyway, so actually it was funny because last week she has one of her friends' birthday parties over at she's like, of all places. Where did I used to work? Lakewood, right? I spent 7 years working like with the city and the sheriff's department. She's like, hey, my friend's having a birthday in Lakewood Mall. And for anyone that knows me knows, like, I was associated with that mall as a security guard.
You lived there.
You know, working at the substation, all these different jobs from the Lakewood Mall. So I'm thinking, we're going to go over there. I was like, I'm going to see people I know. I'm going to see people I know based on the fact that we're going to the Lakewood Mall. And we're going to go to Round 1 Bowling, of all places. So Round 1 Bowling is just this upstairs bowling alley, and they have, like, a giant arcade. They have a bar, everything like that. And so I show up. And she's with all of her friends. They're on the like first and second lanes, and they're all bowling. I walk up. She introduces me to all her friends. I'm like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
But on the way in, I saw like 2 security guards and 1 deputy that I knew. And so I was like, hey,
well,
what's
going
up,
back, you used to work out there.
Right.
And what did you do out there?
I was a CSO, a community service officer.
So you're always around cops.
Yeah. So that's what I did for 7 years. It'd be like burglaries, missing kid reports, petty theft, grand theft, vandalism.
So you were tight with the cops.
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
especially in Lakewood, Bellflower, Paramount, Carson, all surrounding cities.
Cool.
So she's having this birthday party, and she's got all her girlfriends. And then, so I was like, I'm talking to them before I actually go up to the group. And I was like, all right, see you guys later. I'm going to go up. And I'm like, yeah, come by and say hi. We're going to be up there later on. So I see them come up the escalator, like later on that night. And they're all just kind of sitting there with their hands in their pockets. People are walking by. And I see them. And I was like, you know, I could take our friends over there, introduce them, or like wave them down, be like, hey, we're over here. I was like, but I'm going to play this a little different.
Sure.
So I said, hey, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I tell the girls I'll be right back. I leave. I go over to the security and a few of the deps. They're over there. I'm like, hey. Right there on lane 1 and 2, they're having like a little birthday party. I'm like, can you go tell them that you're gonna have to escort them out because they've been a little too wild or like So they're like, yeah, for sure. So they all go over there, dude, and like they're like ready to shut down the party, dude. They're like, and everyone's like, they're the birthday girls. She's like, looks like she's ready to cry. And they're like, hey, you guys have been. I was like kind of standing far away behind the pillar, so I didn't hear the exact words, but they were just basically like telling them, hey, you guys, it's time to go. Like, you guys have been like a little too loud tonight.
Too rowdy.
We're getting a lot of complaints on you.
Yeah.
So then I run over there. I'm like, hey, it's just a joke. We're just kidding. And then they're like, oh. And then so it was funny, and it was a good way like to kind of
break the ice.
Yeah, it was a good way to break the ice and just they I don't think they realized like
hey, how much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I got a dog that talks. What's on the outside of a tree? Bark. What's on top of the house? Roof. How does sandpaper feel? Rough.
Yeah, and that was also another thing. Was like that was the same weekend that I freaking strained my neck, and so the second I pick up a bowling ball, like I just felt all that weight on the shoulder, and I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna.
Where was the pain though?
It was on the left side of the back of my neck.
Let me see.
Right here.
Part?
What, the left on the left side of the back of my neck, right here.
Okay.
So it's like actually kind of close to the shoulder.
Did you go get like a massage or anything?
I had her massage my neck.
And did it?
Nothing professional, yeah, but it helped out a lot. And just kind of worked out the knots and
everything. You didn't get some little Asian lady just put her freaking toe into the back of your right.
Oh,
does that feel good?
Oh, yeah, it feels good. How does that feel? Nah, that wasn't necessary.
Well, you set my spine. Thanks.
No, dude, I didn't have to pay for it. Just have her rub it out.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was great. But
that's not the only thing she rubbed out.
But the second that I picked up that bowling ball, you feel like that stress on your arm, which
it's the strain on your muscle.
And I was like, I wanted to bowl and throw, go bowling, and then as soon as I did one time, I was like, I felt it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna kick it. I'm just gonna watch it. I felt like a freaking old man saying that too. I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go to the bar and get a drink, and I'll come back. But it was fun. It's fun meeting a whole group of people for the first time. And even though I was the kind of the crippled old man that night, I was like, look, I'll school all you guys in bowling. And I've been around the block a few times, and I was meeting all these younger kids because she's younger, so they're all 22, 23. Except the birthday girl. Oh, the birthday girl's Snapchat. The birthday girl was turning 25, so she was the older one there, and I'm 28. So, this guy.
I got 3 years on this bitch.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, yeah, and after this, we're all going to go do karaoke. I was like,
yeah, have fun. See you later.
Yeah, exactly. So, I kind of kicked it on that one and just didn't really bowl after 1 or 2 times because it was freaking hurting my neck. But
that's so funny.
Yeah, but also since I knew that, I was gonna have a couple drinks, it's like, dude, I'm gonna take a freaking Uber. I'm not gonna drive. And I'll take Uber there and I'll take an Uber back. And every time you get in an Uber ride, you never really know who you're gonna get. And I get this guy on the way in. So both of the Uber drivers on the way in and on the way back home that night were both super philosophical. But the guy that I got a ride to the first round was this Asian guy. He'd been driving for some time, and he was just super passionate about Uber. And he was so passionate, in fact, that I actually recorded our conversation on the ride to round 1 bowling that we're gonna play for you now. And this guy just flips his lid just about everything. He's super passionate. He tried to get me to sign up for Uber by the time that we got there so he can get some $600 bonus. This Uber driver that I got, I don't know his name, but I have a 13-minute conversation. We won't play the whole thing. We'll play the highlights in just a second. And
I got a crazy Uber story too, but you go first.
All right, so here we go. Here's the recording. 3, 2, 1, and up.
Spot sometime,
Yeah.
He's talking about the surge pricing.
Maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes gone.
Yeah.
The surge time, you don't chase them.
Don't chase them.
Don't chase. Never chase.
It's not worth it.
Surges when Uber charged extra for rides just because of the increase in demands in an area. And a lot of Uber drivers chase after surge areas so they can make extra money. They actually get paid more to drive in these spots.
So the surge can actually disappear when you're on your way to get them?
Yeah. Sometimes, it's only in 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Gone. Like a cloud.
Like a cloud, huh?
Like a cloud, yeah.
Just disappearing.
People already picked them up, No more customer. Time is money.
Right.
When you're driving Uber, you have to know. I'm sitting on the street for nothing. It's okay. Hey, it's not okay on me. Maybe on you it's okay. I'm spending my time.
Right.
My time is money. But too many drivers, there's no business. Same problem.
Yeah.
Sometime, we went to the ghetto street,
Yeah.
My friend got shot, for the car.
Well, he always drives.
Subtitles with this guy.
You
need a little TV screen, okay, whatever you're saying, there's gonna go subtitles go on the screen, oh yeah, now you're talking about.
Man, I live in the West LA, every month when I'm asleep, I hear gunshot at least once a month.
When I'm asleep, I hear gunshot.
You hear about somewhere far away. Wake me up, man! Gunshot neighborhood. Somewhere else.
An alarm clock, huh? Wake up.
Oh shit! Crazy!
That's it, man.
So close.
Yeah.
Like
So
the whole
close.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Dang, dude.
He's like the
Dude, what's the
guy,
last time you
but
heard a
he's not
gunshot?
the actual guy.
Oh, I seen it. I seen kill people 2 times.
Killed? You saw 2 people die?
Died. One security, one kid.
Use the middle lane to
Dang.
turn left onto South.
Was that a while back or?
There's Chinese one time in
The whole
Chinese
China
area
guy.
in San Gabriel. Same plaza.
All right, we had
10
enough of
years
this
after,
fucking
same
guy.
Plaza. I was there.
Time to do the whole change.
So that was the Asian guy. The dude's obviously completely insane. God bless him.
I have a freaking hilarious story about an Uber driver that picked me up from Newport Beach one time. We were all just at the bars, and this little Asian man picked us up. He's like, "Oh, where you going?" We're like, "Yeah, up the street, bud." And so we go up the street, and when we get to the light, and he stops right at the light. He has a trumpet. With him. A trumpet, right? And he's like, "Do you mind if I play you something nice?" And I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely, man." So he has like his own soundtrack of music that he plays, but then he was playing along with his soundtrack with his trumpet. So he was like freaking Kenny G in this thing. He was like, I'm like, dude, do we have to pay extra for this?
Yeah.
Dude, it was so funny, man. Like every time we got to a stoplight, he would just bust that thing out from the side and just like. I'm like, yeah, man, all right. And then like,
Please let me play you something
please
nice.
let me get out of this car.
Yeah. Have you actually thought about ever Uber driving?
I think it would be funny just to get jokes. You know, like as a stand-up comic, like it'd be funny just with all the people and stories that you would run into. I think you'd be able to gather a lot of funny material. But as far as doing it as a job, hell no. I hate driving as it is.
Yeah.
You know that.
Right.
I hate driving. Like, driving to work or driving over here is like the most driving I want to do. 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, well, when I went over to your house last week when we were supposed to do the podcast, you and Ivy were talking, and you're saying, wait, so you drove to Las Vegas and the Grand Canyon and Hoover Dam. I'm like, yeah, I love driving.
Yeah.
So is it the actual driving itself, or what if you're a passenger in a car? Does that bother you?
Passenger's cool.
So what is it about driving that you don't like? Are you paranoid, or you don't feel like you feel like
I just don't have the patience.
Uh-huh.
I don't have the patience to just sit there. It's like fishing. Like, I can't just sit there and just hold a pole all day. Like, oh, this is great. What's next? You know, like, I don't know. It's just, I lose focus, and I'm just like, oh, this sucks.
I always felt like, you know, and even with work, sometimes, you know, it's an hour commute.
Yeah.
I always feel like people that like to drive really like music. I know that sounds crazy, but it's like,
true.
Or podcasts, you know. Like when I remember when I was a security
When I drive home, I listen to a podcast, and I'm able to zone out. It takes me 30, 45 minutes every day to get home. Yeah. And I listen to podcasts, or I listen to stand-up comedy to or from work, so that kind of passes up the time. But if I had to drive to Grand Canyon, dude, or like, I won't even drive to Vegas.
There was like an 8-hour day we did one time.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
Coming back from Arizona for Easter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. You know, I don't know what it is, and it's you know, it's all about. It is also about who's the company with you.
True.
So she's doing like funny, like it's funny because we would get like coffee, right, and then we'd be like, all right, let's get ready for this long drive.
Yeah.
The first hour is we like a lot of the same music, so we're in there singing. She gets her phone out, does her little Snapchat, and does like a funny videos, and then second hour, then we got just kind of the music's playing. We're listening to it. By the third hour, she's asleep. And I'm over here singing songs to myself, like, you know, but I'm still having a good time, you know? And that's how it used to be when I was working, say, as like a security guard back in the day. I was 18. You'd have 4-hour driving shifts. And I would go to Best Buy, and I was making $8 an hour as a security guard. This is in 2006. And this is when CDs were still, you know, widely available. You go to Best Buy, they'd have just tons of walls of CDs. And I'm just playing them, you know, but I used to learn, like when I would drive for those 4-hour shifts, I used to get like, okay, get a Boston record. How many times can I listen to that record in that 4-hour shift and still work? And then I would look at the back of the album, look at all the names of the songs, learn all the names of the songs, learn who the artist was, and try to just memorize as much as I could about all this classic rock. Because there was like this whole world of classic rock that I wanted to like know. You know what I mean? Like there's so much music. I was like, I want to know who all the artists are.
I kind of do the same thing, dude. Like yesterday, I was laying in bed looking at some different videos, and I came across Justin Bieber's. He put a new song on with like a bunch of people, and I was looking at one of his videos. I think it was like I'm Sorry, or like one of those songs, and it was like 422B. I'm like, wow. I haven't seen anything online where it says like a B.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Jesus he has Christ. Some of the most views on YouTube, period.
Like billion?
Yeah, well...
That's crazy. That's the whole world looking at your shit.
That's not the whole world. That's the same set of 15-year-old, 14-year-old girls watching the video 100 times.
But doesn't it... I mean, does it count every time they watch it? Or is it like per IP address?
It's every time they watch it, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
he's going to get He's going to get multiple views. You know, for every view.
Sure.
It's not going to count as one view from
just... Okay.
If I go back a week later on my computer and watch the same song from the Rolling Stones, they're not going to not get an extra view just because I'm using the same computer.
Okay. I didn't know that.
It's going to count. But what might not count...
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. What might not count is the statistics will show like where your views are coming out of. Mm-hmm. So like when I used to do like these videos for YouTube that were about, remember Metal Tooth?
Yeah.
We used to see where all of our views were, and
shout out to Metal Tooth. You guys better go watch that shit.
Most of our views came out maybe 60% United States, and then the other 40 or half of it was like from the UK, from the United Kingdom. Most people in the United Kingdom still really like 80s rock and roll.
Right on.
Which is what Metal Tooth was about.
Did you put on a bunch of hashtags on there too so they can look that up through that way? Or
we had yeah, you can do what we're like on YouTube. You just do keywords for search items, and when we like sold shirts for a while, like on our fan page, I think we shipped one shirt to Ireland.
No way.
Yeah, we shipped one Metal Tooth shirt to Ireland.
This one mother freaking bloke over there is like, I really like what you have to say.
No, they actually, and then they contacted us.
That was English. That was not even Ireland.
You send us
a shirt. That was a great.
Why don't you send us a shirt already?
That's more Scottish.
That
was a great album, Mitch.
Why don't you undo that bow and I'll get to know you?
That was a great one. I have to have the T-shirt. I have a little like hair about that one.
We need to actually get some. We should probably get some shirts made for our podcast.
We will.
I know.
We will have them for y'all.
Think about this. Like with this podcast, we'll probably have between 20 to 30 hours of material.
Yeah.
Everything from a show like Metal Tooth was less than 10 hours because it was episodes of 10 minutes. We spend 10 minutes just talking about like a fart or like we're talking about like
that's what I love about podcasts is that they can go up to 3 hours, but it's just raw stuff. It's the raw you. You know, it's like how you really think, and it's not scripted. Like none of this stuff is scripted. Like we'll definitely get together and we'll write a couple topics out on our yellow pad and just be like, hey, like where do we kind of want this conversation to go? Mm-hmm. But you know, it's not like, okay, page 2. Hey, Mitch, what did you think about? Like it's not like that, you know, which is cool, man. Like it's just raw ass shit.
Yeah.
Hashtag RAS.
It's not like if you listen closely, you'll hear me scratching off topics from our list. Actually, no. We what we do is. It's been kind of a learning curve. So at first we tried to like really write out what we were going to say. That didn't work. So then like what I realized was just write bullet points and just go off that. So
that's good.
So for example, the next bullet point, we have our friend Joseph. Joseph desperately tries, and I think he's actually kind of giving up at this point, but we have what's called a man night. We talked about it before. We have a lot of best friends from when we were young. And I'm like 8 out of 10 of them names start with a J, except for me and Tommy. So we're the other two. We are the other two, and which our names don't start with J's.
Go through every single name, first name by
John, the other John, Jack, Joseph, Josh, Jason.
It's all J's.
Yeah. But anyway, so what Joseph does now at this point, because he kind of has always organized Man 9, He does these little voting polls, you know.
And
where
just to kind of Quentin Tarantino and back this whole conversation up, we're all like friends from Scouts back in the day. We all kind of like, our parents all went to church together. We were all super, super young. We all got into the Scouts together, and dude,
we're all Eagles.
We just all had, it was all just, well, not all of us.
Most of us.
We just all had a bunch of just great times, but we've all just became just really tight brothers since then. So we're just a bunch of shit talking, funny dudes that love each other, and it's just good times.
So anyway, Joseph puts together a poll, and what you have to do is you go into his little Zoodle or Zemo.com, and he has you vote. He puts out a bunch of dates that you can meet up, and you vote on what days you want to go, what days you think Man Night should be. And Man Night could take place at a cigar lounge. Man Night could take place at a bar. It can take place at someone's house for poker. It doesn't really matter. Just vote on when you can meet up, and then he'll say, hey, this is where we're meeting up.
Yeah.
So everyone votes on this one date. This was I think last Friday.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
And it's supposed to be at 6:00. And so the day comes, and no one's really kind of bailed. Everyone's kind of voted on this day. And we get a group text, because even though we're all voting on the days, we have one massive group text. And we get one text like about an hour before. And it's one of our friends who's just super stoked about Man Night. And it's our buddy Johnny Dewar. And bless his heart, he goes, hey, I'm on my way. And then Jack sends a message. Hey, I'm not going to make it tonight. Then Tommy, oh yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. And then I jumped in because I had like planned something that night also, even after we had voted. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm not going to make it. Everybody ends up bailing. John sends a message like, I hate all of you guys. Even Joseph, the one who plans Man Night, the one who put these dates out, says, hey, I messed up. I had a prior engagement that I totally forgot about. I'm not going to make it. So then Johnny sends a photo of himself sitting at the bar by himself, just so sad. And Joseph also sends a message when he goes, no, you guys can still do it. You guys can all go. And it's like, poor John. And he goes, no, I'm giving up. I'm done with Man Night. I'm not going to plan any more of these. So the Man Night disaster, it has kind of come to a place where, it used to be more frequent. You know, it used to be once a month. And yeah, as people get older, I know we have a couple of our friends are having kids now. People have gotten married.
New jobs, moving further away.
Yeah, so
shit.
We have our buddy Josh getting in a police chase last week with San Gabriel. We're watching our buddy.
We were watching our buddy on freaking TV.
Yeah, he's
pulling over some dumbass
who had warrant. No, Josh came by last week and you played the video, and he's trying to it's an hour-long chase. You know, all the way from San Gabriel down to 91, and he's trying to skip it to all the good parts, and he doesn't realize it's his video on the internet, and yeah, it's an hour long, but he goes, oh, skip it to this part. But I'm like, dude, we're watching you chasing a guy. I want to watch the whole thing. I don't want to skip anything. I want to watch this entire thing. And he's like, yeah, I just wish I can save this or something like that, so in case it gets deleted off the internet. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna rip this video for you. You're gonna want this video 10, 20 years from now to show your kids. Because even when we were kids, we used to go to Josh's house. He used to pull out this VHS tape because his dad was a cop in San Gabriel, and he used to show this one video all the time where his dad would he walked up to this one house in San Gabriel where all these it's like an Asian gang or something like that, where they were all 20 of them living in one house. And
they're all
the whole drug thing, and his dad walks up, and this one new recruit's really trying to get the door open, and they're banging. He's trying to get it, and then his dad just comes over, kicks the door, and one kick just knocks the freaking door in, dude. And then they all go in right after that. And what was great was his dad was plainclothes by then, so he's just this. You see this cop on the video, this new recruit, in full uniform, trying to get the door open. He's just this little weak sauce guy. And then you see Josh's dad, plain clothes and jeans, freaking Chuck Norris.
Open right now.
He walks up and just one good, and the door's in like that.
Nice.
Dude. And he used to play that all the time. So I'm thinking, dude, we got to get this chase video of you. You know, get it ripped, get it put it on a DVD or something like that. That's what I would want. You know, there's a lot of people. I don't know. We're in a digital age where people take pictures on their phones, they upload it to Instagram, they put it on Facebook, they delete it from their phones, counting on this social media bubble to save their memories for the rest of their life.
Right.
I think you should still print your photos. What I do is I upload and I copy everything into my photos on Mac, and then I'll have them printed out like through
Mac.
I have them printed at Walgreens still, dude. You know, I have like picture frames. I gotta update the photos. You know, like collages with friends and family. You know, a lot of people don't do that.
Be friggin' sick. It's having. I thought about this as like a hotel pitch, but imagine all the picture frames in your house are all digital.
Yeah.
Right? And as soon as you walk in, they all turn on, right? Kind of like a light. But it's all the pictures that you want. Mm-hmm. Or maybe they interchange with each other like every 20, 30 minutes. Like, oh, it turns into a different picture.
Look, I'll tell you.
That would be pretty sick. Dude.
That would be cool. And they have that already. But listen, all I can say is this. There was 10 years where, look, once it went digital, our dad had the floppy disk camera. 10 years of my childhood are on 3.5-inch floppies, which I know will never see the light of day. And they were like,
dude, I have a really good one on my Facebook that I took.
A what? On the floppy?
I'm sorry, on my MySpace.
On a floppy?
On a floppy.
And then you uploaded it from the floppy?
It's old school selfie because you couldn't flip that bitch around.
So you took a selfie with the camera that had the floppy disk in it. Yeah. That was Dad's camera, right?
Yeah.
It would fit 10 pictures on one floppy.
Yeah, like 10 or 12 pictures.
Yeah. And so a lot of our...
I was like, sepia, looking good.
It can either be sepia or it could be like super ultra contrast. Ultra contrast, yeah. That was big, man. In like 2004 when MySpace came out, it was... You know, you could do a really contrasted look, you know, because there was only so many tools.
Well,
Microsoft Paint.
MySpace didn't have any filters like that.
You were doing it on Microsoft Paint, like
no. I was doing it off of the camera. Mm. The camera had like black and white, sepia, a couple different kind of like shades or whatever.
Right.
Maybe like 4. You know, it's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
But I remember I turned it to sepia, put it on, little no shirt action, looking like a pimp.
Wait, and you put that on MySpace? So when was the change from MySpace to Facebook? Because I know MySpace is like MySpace is mostly like music based now. Yeah, they have a lot of bands. They do like band pages, and then I still get emails from MySpace like saying something about my top 8. But you know how like I've gotten to a place.
Really?
Yeah, I've gotten to a place like with like when you have a smartphone, right?
Yeah.
You have the same one as me, the iPhone 5. It's old, I know. It's time to update, and actually my phone's starting to go out, but. You have like your emails connected to your phone. So every morning you wake up, your email's loaded with emails.
True.
But half of them are garbage, right? And you just quickly delete them real quick.
Well, I've kind of like weaned through mine, and like I was on like a lot of lists.
You have to unsubscribe.
I unsubscribed to like.
You have to like take your time to unsubscribe from lists.
Yeah.
Even like our sister's baby shower. I bought one thing from her registry from Babies R Us.
Yeah.
And I'm still getting Babies R Us emails. But I'm still like, what I do is like, I get lazy and I just quickly delete them. But I do it every morning, you know? And then there's people like I subscribed to on YouTube a long time ago that are certain users. And every time they put up a new video, I get an email. And so I have to just quickly delete those. And I don't want to like take the time to go back to my YouTube account, say I don't want to...
You're like, I don't care what these kittens are doing right now.
I do not care. Yeah, so anyway, but like my phone, and I don't even know how much longer that's going to be. Maybe when I get a new phone, that'll
We should probably just go both and get ours taken care of.
The last 2 days, I've had to hard restart it, where you hold down the home button and the power button at the same time. And this isn't because it's dying or because it's full of, you know, like I try to keep the photos off of the phone because it keeps filling up so fast, and then nothing works because it's like, it's got all 12 gigs are taken, right? This was before it was like 32 gig, 64 gig phones. When it was iPhone 5 just 3-4 years ago, it was, you can get the 8 and the 16 gig, and that was like a good deal. Now it's like, you want a new phone, you have to do a payment plan, you know, through AT&T. Before it was like, oh yeah, every 2 years you're getting a free phone, fool, or you're getting an upgrade for $200.
They're like, let's make more money and charge you up front.
It's not what it used to be. It used to be every 2 years you would get the next model for $100, $200. And if the model that you had insurance,
and that's reasonable.
Yeah, that's reasonable. That's great, and that gives you a reason to stick around with a carrier.
Right.
But now, if you want a new phone, you can buy it outright at full price for like usually $700-800.
Yeah.
Or you can make a payment plan on top of your phone bill. So you're gonna pay what, $60-70 for your regular phone bill plus $30, maybe around $30 for your new phone.
So basically, you're looking at like $100.
Yeah.
Depending on what kind of data plan you have. That can be like more or less an extra.
Dude, lately my
minutes.
freaking phone's been like, you're almost out of storage. Click here to update.
Yeah, every time I take like 10 photos, it says that.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
What I do, like I said, since I print photos out, you put them in iPhoto, upload them to Walgreens.com, and print them out. You know what I mean? Get rid of them. Keep them off your phone. After like when I was on vacation in the Grand Canyon, I had to like both my phone and Isabel's phone back it up to my laptop. Then we deleted all the phones off all the pictures off our phone.
That's a good idea. That's what I need to do.
We backed it up, and I brought that laptop so that we can watch like maybe one night we might want to watch Netflix or something like that.
Sure.
We didn't even end up using it for that. You know, we were preoccupied. But what we did end up using it for was I was like, you know what? Let's just back up our phone pictures onto the laptop. We didn't realize we were going to run out of space that quick. But when you're seeing all these things for the first time, you know, and hanging out together, you're in Vegas and you're at taking videos and at the Hoover Dam and you're in Grand Canyon, it fills up quick. Especially on these old phones where you got 16 gigs, 8 gigs, and half of it's already taken up because you've done 3 years of upgrades. And, you know, it's not running off the same software that it once was. It's taking a lot of memory to, like, hold up those upgrades.
Dude, I know. I had to delete, like, 800 pictures off my phone.
There's no way I can even get 800 pictures on here.
So during my weight loss journey, I was taking, like, a picture every Monday. So in the weight loss journey, every Monday I would take a front shot, a side shot, and then a back shot, just so I could see my week-to-week progress. And then after that, I had, you know, a whole collage of just fat me and getting to skinny me. And it's like, it's kind of cool because it was like, you know, you're able to, because, you know, if you look in the mirror, like when you start losing weight, it's not like, whoa, wow, I could see a big difference. You can't, you can't see shit. But when you put it like week to week to week to week, you're like, oh, cool. I can see like this. Is it kind of like moving this way? Oh, cool. My stomach's kind of moving that way. Like, that's dope, you know? But
plus, when you put that picture out to the public, you're kind of accountable now. Not like in a weird way, in a social media way where it's like, well, look, you can only put up a photo if you're getting thinner. So you're like, well, look at all these people, and I put up an embarrassing fat photo of myself. I better like start losing weight.
Dude, that would be freaking hilarious. Put up a picture of you getting fatter every week.
That's a good idea, dude.
Let's do it.
It's like, start with the photo and be like,
ate a pizza today.
Yeah, ate a
4 pounds fatter.
Dude, that's the best. That's seriously a good idea. Let's take a photo and just be like, just gained 4 pounds.
Fatter every day.
Yeah.
Hashtag fat life.
Do an experiment and then compare how many likes you got compared to when you were doing the weight loss, dude. But like, just gained 4 pounds.
Hey, you're in the gym. No one gives a shit. Here's you eating a pizza.
Not going to gym today. And put up pictures.
10 more likes there.
Put up pictures of like your receipts from Pizza Hut and from Wings and things and all that. Dude, I totally forgot that freaking Raul was in the bathroom. Did you remember? He was in there?
Yeah, he's here.
Hey, Raul, are you back there?
Hey, fool. I was just taking a hot shit right now.
You were in there for at least like 45 minutes.
I had the hottest hot sauce last night. My wife made me some crazy hot stuff. And you know what they say, burns going in, burns going out, fool. But Mitch, what I wanted to tell you is, did you know that Mike's here?
Mike's here?
Mike, he's here, bro.
You're talking about Mike's here.
Mike's here.
Mike who?
Fool. Mike Tyson. He's in there. He's in the living room.
No, we left Mike Tyson in year 3000.
He's
How the hell is he here?
He's here, bro.
What you're kidding me?
He's in the living room, fool.
Mike, are you here?
Yo, what's up?
Mike, how did you get here with us?
Yo, what's up,
You weren't even in the machine with us when we came back
Yes,
to
I was.
2017.
Yes, I was. I snuck in.
You snuck in?
Yeah, baby.
How did we miss Tommy? How did we miss him?
I'm a super sneaky. Dude, I have no clue. I honestly, like, I jumped in, I pushed some buttons, I got us here. I didn't even see who was coming through the back, but clearly he's here.
Mike, like, why did you come all the way here for us, man?
Hey, actually, Mitch, I really want to play you a song.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, why don't I lay down some piano and then you can sing us a song?
Let me just sing you a song.
All right, here we go. It's your boy, Mike. You know who has a mic. I once wrote a bar
like I travel through time. Ooh.
It's beautiful.
Ooh.
Wow, Michael Jackson's here now, huh?
Alright. When you travel through time, no, you're not alone.
Singing Mike.
Unraveling my love for Eynon grows.
It's your boy Satan.
Satan. Dude, look, that's the second time now that you've crashed our podcast, dude, and that's not cool. So I'm telling you right now, you need to go.
What?
You need to go, dude. This isn't cool, man. You keep doing this, and it's like it wasn't planned. You weren't invited. You were not invited.
I don't care.
Yeah, you listen. You don't even have a good voice.
Okay, that's just not true.
Okay, well, you know what? If you think you can prove me wrong, I'm gonna let you close out this song. How does that sound?
Okay. You just made a deal with the devil.
All right, let's hear it.
I just wish the world would see me for who I am.
Okay.
I'm a sensitive soul, and no, I'm not all bad.
Wow.
For eternity, I'll love you, BP. Will you love me?
Okay, Satan, that was absolutely pathetic. So Tommy and I are going to go ahead and end this podcast the right way. Don't forget, if you have a bone to pick or you have something to say, give us a call on our Eynon Brothers hotline. That's at 562-291-0036, and leave us a message. We'll put you on the podcast. We'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.